Hello and welcome to your daily love message from your person. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 2 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to bring in the Masculine Tarot and Ascension Journey by Mystic Moon. I'm also going to bring in my deck, the Divine Masculine Dark Truths Come to Light. So what do they want to say to you and why? And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. They are giving me a little bit of fear being released today. So I feel they are releasing fear around reaching out to you, making changes, speaking out. So what do they want to say? What do they want to say to you? What do they want to say? What's going on? Wow. So again, how they're coming out to you, it's like they are biding their time about how they're going to say things. They're not just blurting things out, they're doing it sporadically. They're kind of spacing it out a little bit. So that's why they're taking the time. They're taking the time to do this the right way. So you've got to give them that time to be able to come forward, and they will. One card out of that whole deck. Let's see what it is. This is crazy. This is crazy, and you may feel this way too. I feel crazy. So your masculine is feeling a bit loopy right now, feeling like they're delusional about certain things. They're feeling crazy. They're feeling insane. And I feel that it's about the way they feel about you. So it's very intense and emotional. But it's also driving them crazy, not being with you, not being able to live authentically with you, not being able to show up for you. They're very frustrated about that, and it's driving them crazy. And they feel like the situation is crazy. This is crazy. They may be in their relationship or their situation, wherever they are, thinking, this is crazy. Why am I denying this? Why am I depriving myself of this? Why am I still doing this? So they're going through lots and lots of emotions. It's like they're going round in the head about their life and about you and everything else. It's like they're all in the head. And they're saying, I feel crazy because I'm waking up to new things. I feel crazy because I'm waking up. And when we wake up, we do feel crazy. Remember when you woke up? And when I talk about waking up, I'm talking about awakening. Realising that there's more to life than what you've been living. You recognise on a very deep level that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. You were born to stand out, not fit in. So things start looking different. You start seeing things in a whole new way. Things start making sense to you that didn't before. And that can seem crazy because everyone else believes something else. People who are still stuck in the matrix believe certain things. And when you step out of the matrix, you see the truth. Think about Neo. Neo knew something wasn't right, and that's why he was seeking the Matrix. And that's why he found Morpheus. And when Morpheus woke him up, he couldn't make sense of it at first. Okay? They thought he was going to, have a relapse or panic because his mind was struggling to understand what his heart already knew. And that's really what your masculine is going through. Their heart knows the truth. And their mind, their logic, is finding it hard to understand what their heart and soul already knows. And yes, that's that they belong with you, but it's mainly about making changes. I feel they're very afraid of these changes they must make. Because it's not about the change itself, it's about what that change means for them. That change means for them that they've got to look in the mirror at themselves and maybe admit to themselves that they failed at something, or that something they thought would continue isn't, and that's okay. So I feel that's really the problem. That's causing a block. That's causing a delay in communication because they've really got to understand this within themselves. So they're feeling crazy because they're waking up, but they're also waking up to new things and a new them. Okay, I'm waking up to new things, a new me, since I've met you, and it feels strange. So they're recognising there's things they probably pushed down and repressed about themselves that are now rearing up. The person they truly do want to be, the kind of life they want to live, the passions they have. A lot of them may have repressed their passions. Their physical passions, maybe their lust for life itself, and you've opened them up to that. And it feels new and exciting, yet it's scary at the same time. And again, it's about accepting it. How could I let myself forget about passion and intimacy and magic and wonder and joy and all the things I wanted as a child to be when I grew up? How could I let myself forget all of that? So again, it's hard for them to take that. It's a hard pill for them to swallow, to understand that. To think, wow, Why have I done this to myself? So there's a big inner childhood wound there. It's like they're being brought back to life. It's like you've resuscitated them. And that's what they show me in my mind. They show me like someone who gets resuscitated when you put the pads on, clear, and you've woke them up. It's like they've jolted awake. It's like they're having heart palpitations. They may well be having heart palpitations because you've woke them up to the truth about who they truly are and what they want their life to be and what the life they've been living truly is. A lie. Just like Neo waking up from the Matrix and recognising everything he's ever known is just a lie. It's not real. It's the wool that's been pulled over the eyes. So they're saying, I need time. I need time to adjust. Just like Neo did. He had to go into that incubator when he woke up from the Matrix. And if you haven't seen the film The Matrix, I really recommend you watch it. Okay? If you really don't know what I'm talking about, he wakes up from this reality he's been living in to recognise what his truth is. And he can't cope straight away because he kind of looks at Morpheus and says, what's wrong with my eyes? And Morpheus says, you've never used them before. And that's like what your twin is going through. They've never really used their eyes before because now they're seeing things in a whole new way. They had the wool pulled over their eyes through programming, conditioning, society. What they've always done, they go into a routine and they've forgotten who they are. They've repressed a part of themselves and they're finding that part again. So, Neo had to go into that incubator and kind of have all those needles in him to work his muscles and stuff because he'd never used them before. So he said, I need time to adjust. So don't just expect your masculine to just pick up their life and come to you because they need time to adjust to how it has to be. And you're learning to surrender and you're preparing for them to come. Clearing your space, clearing your clutter, making room. I need time to adjust to everything that I'm feeling and experiencing. So this one card says it all. In this whole deck, look how big the deck is, just that one card coming out, and it says so much. It's crazy. And they are waking up to their truth. So yeah, look at this. I'm in my head about us. That's what I was saying earlier. They're in the head. They're frustrated. They feel like they're banging their head on a wall. They're feeling very angry and frustrated because they can't escape what they're in. Or they're finding it hard. They can escape. It's just illusion, remember. They're never trapped in anything. But they know they want to find a way out. They've got that wall there. How do I break these walls down? How do I move on from the past? How do I tell people what's really going on? How do I speak my truth to my karmic partner or my friends or my family? How do I admit that I'm not happy here and I want to be there? What do I do? How do I take my walls down that I've put up to protect myself? So they're asking themselves all these questions. And they're in the head all about you, all about the relationship, us, the couple, you and them, we. So it's not just about them. They're not saying I'm in my head all about me. I'm in my head all about myself. They're not saying that, are they? They're saying I'm in my head all about me and you. Where our future is heading, the type of relationship we have, the way you make me feel, the way this drives me crazy, not being able to be with you and touch you and tell you how I feel and make love to you and wake up with you and go out on dates with you and go on holiday with you and live my life with you, and the list goes on. That's what they're in the head about. And they're saying, I have a lot on my mind, and they've got to make a decision. They give me a block. They've got to make a decision to break the silence, to clear the clutter, to end things in their life. They've got to make that decision. Some of them are just having real struggles here where they're drinking too much. They're struggling to function because they're realising there's more to life, and they feel now like I'm just wasting life. I've been wasting my life. And again, that's something hard for them to face, that they've been doing the same thing over and over again and time's just been ticking away. They're recognising that life is getting away from them and they need to take action. So they're saying, I have a lot on my mind. So again, if they're silent today, don't take it personally. They're making decisions. They're planning a way out. And this is what he's saying. He's saying, I need to make a decision to get out of this. Look how dark this energy is. It's like the grey area, that they're in. They're kind of in that limbo stage of making the decision. And it's very dark and grey there. It's murky waters. It's depressing. It's miserable. They're in a miserable place. And that may be because they're just miserable where they are, or they may have been through something that they feel has made them miserable. And I say they feel because remember, no one has or nothing has power over us unless we allow it to make us feel that way. But I feel this could be they've been through something recently Maybe it's a financial loss, or it's something at work, or, they've had a loss in their life, or something's happened. And it's really made them aware of where they currently are. And it's all dark and murky there. And with you, it's green and light and yellow and beautiful. Yellow like the sun, green like the grass, like the fertile energy of the soil. The things are thriving where you are, and it's just stagnant where they are. So they know they need to find this way out. And they're saying that's why they're going to return to you. Okay, and this is temperance, so it's about you having patience. And the Nine of Swords is also about restlessness, sleepless nights, going over everything in the mind. That's what they're doing. So they may well be lying there at night, or just not be sleeping at all. They may be pacing the room, or sitting downstairs with a coffee, or maybe even a bottle of booze, or whatever they're doing, because they're struggling to make this decision or make this change. So they're in a lot of turmoil. So that's also what reminding you to be patient with them. And they are feeling your energy there. Okay, they're saying, I will return to you someday. So again, someday means they don't know when themselves, because they're still dealing with their own issues. So they're saying someday. Now, you may take that someday as years away, because it sounds like, oh, someday. But it isn't that. It's they know they're going to do this. They know they are. They just don't know whether it's going to be in 5 minutes' time or 5 months' time, or they don't know at this moment, because they're in this energy of darkness. So the best thing for you to do is shine your light. Because in the darkness, they see that light. There's that light at the end of the tunnel. You guide them out of the darkness. And this is also about them feeling your energy. Feeling your energy, feeling your presence, feeling your love, wanting you. And again, it doesn't matter who they're with. This could also be someone around them. Maybe it's a friend, a family member, or a karmic partner, trying to give them attention, trying to give them affection, trying to give them love, trying to be there for them. And that may be comforting in some way, but they're not bothered. They're not turning around and facing that person. They're looking into the unknown. They're thinking about you. They're wondering what they're doing. It doesn't feel right. So it doesn't feel right. So you're being asked to have patience, and they will fight for you. You are worth the fight. They want you to know that. I'm definitely feeling a movement here as you move forward. We've got 7-7 with the Chariot and, temperance and everything else. They're showing me in my mind the Chariot. This isn't the Chariot, but they're showing it me in my mind like they're showing me someone on a motorbike, which is like power speed. So 7-7-7. So you may be seeing 7-7-7 as a sign of this manifesting, but also a huge sign. And you've got 14 with the temperance as well, 7-14. So for some of you, this could even happen within 14 days. Okay, 2 weeks, 7-7, the 7 days in a week. So things are shifting here. But they're saying you are worth the fight. And again, between now and July, they're going to show up for you. They're going to reach out to you. They are coming back to you. They are going to do what they need to do, because they're not going to stay stuck in this darkness. I mean, look how nasty it is. I'm not saying it's all nasty there, but look how dark it all is. You wouldn't want to be in that, would you? Be grateful today that you are you. I know on this journey sometimes you can think, oh, it'd be so much easier if I was in their shoes. And it doesn't work like that. The reason your journey feels hard to you is because it's your journey. You may see the way out. You can see the way out. You can see the door that they aren't seeing. You can see the window that's open that they aren't seeing. But they have to find it themselves. They have to draw it on themselves, like in Beetlejuice when they draw the door. If they choose to leave, they can. It's leaving the fear behind. It's leaving the comfort zone. That's what's stressing them out. It's hurting people. That's what's hurting them. So they're feeling crazy because of all this, but they know it can't go on. They know they've got to make a decision. They're asking for your patience right now as they do this, because they will fight for you. And if you give them that time to show up for you, they will prove it to you. If you're constantly trying, they can't try. And that causes a block. So let the blocks go by letting them try, and that's what they'll do. I hope this helps. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.